I shouldn't trade today. I shouldn't have, and there's a part of me that feels bad that I did, and additionally, I almost fucked up a lot of stuff, and that's the thing that happens with low probability days. It sucks you in, and if you're not careful, um, you will you will just this is the times where you blow accounts. So I woke up early, couldn't sleep, traded some things here, but we'll just start from true day according to Kish, which is 4 a.m. So what did we have at 4 a.m.? Of course, we'll be tracking this. This is nice. This is at the premium. This is in close, which is very interesting. That I was observing how today, which is an holiday, and with no news, also in other markets, this was very interesting. Because the mean levels. I know KX has mentioned it before, but Andre was talking about the fact that I think he also observed the fact that on days like this, of course, we shouldn't be in it because it's not really worth it because the volatility is small. Actually, maybe I should not say it's not worth it because today was glorious as much as I tried to make a mess of it. So, what was the first trade that we see here clearly? And today he was talking about, that's what I was about to say, he was talking about the fact that on days like this, it's more about technicals actually playing out more than, you just trust the setup, just trust your rules, let it play out. This is 12 point. So, this is a low probability, this is a small day, so a low probability we have in 20. This was maybe one of the highest, actually second highest, I think. There was a shot I didn't give an entry, but that would show us later. That was highest, I think. So that is that. Tuba here. Oh my bad. This is Tuba. Imagine that. I didn't see because it was just one candle. So Tuba already confirmed. Actually, would you believe that this would be it or that would be it? Which is lovely. Imagine that. That is just beautiful. So you have that one singular trade. Why that is running, of course, price is opened at this high. So let me just shift that a little. What do we see there? Of course, this is also nice that wind call has been mitigated, but like I said, it's nice to see wind call on these are multi-time frames, and I'm sure a 5-minute R could have helped us. That is interesting. I do not know. Oh, okay. Okay, we are down now. So now I will show us what that is. And then we have this inside this hour. If we are just edging and attrition is set up at the zone, Tura and will be confirmed, return back. Yeah, there. Come close above this, even if I didn't have my stop there. I 10 points, but you have more to gain here. But you could say by the time you're in drawdown here, you'll be like regretting your decision. But the drawdown was just for 5 points, so nothing mad, no madness. And that was all. And if after this one you felt inclined that this is still running, then we can take this. Type one, confirmed, come back here, and now you have, because this was the candle that confirmed this, I think the candle that confirmed the wind call. So I have with the X, and therefore this is the test of it. And of course, your stop is the alloy, so then now you move this stop here, and this is a target for that. So not bad. In this, I said not bad, of course not bad. Jesus. So we have this. We didn't confirm this until too late, as I then. In terms of me tracking this, I didn't see this because of course I wasn't looking all through the day, but we would see that. So if this was lost, that means for this setup, if I've taken it setup as its own, because why not? Then we should have dumps. OB is this, and then we have that, and we have this. But like I said, imagine 11 points. But that's this. So that's one setup. This setup that goes on, and we are above. So we are looking for shorts. This comes back here. So sell this, stops above this. It already taps into the 1 minute wind call. Stops above maybe 50% of that. Depending on TP, okay, 7 points, then I'll be just a 1-to-1. That's that. So yeah, this actually. So yeah. What else did we have that was significant? This. We are not considering expansion because we are still below this. So this closes below. If it's quant is inside here. TP break even. No, break even after this TP. Thank you. Or unless it's expanding it down. But I've noticed that quant also. Why go for more when less is more? And this will be this. I think I have a feeling this setup failed. This last two failed, but this is 7, this is 12. You already made it here. Or even this one. Okay, so this will disappear for a minute. And we'll just go further for a minute. Oh my god, this should be the shortest review I've ever done. And then we'll see. Or not. So we had this and this it. This will have lost, and sometimes the benefits of, I know it's better this way, but this was pretty bad. It lost, it's just 12 points. And then what's the next thing? This is what I was saying about the fact that what I was observing a little, and it could just be my bias, personal bias, so please take it with a pinch of salt. But I realized that on this day that was slow, when we tap the MUL, it was like price, of course, maybe in this instance it failed because we tapped this. But I noticed that, I know that in real life, on this I was observing, I was thinking maybe price will go up here because nothing else aside for this. I don't like the fact that I saw this now, and I will tell you why. Because, so let's move this in. Because this, I'm not sure, of course I don't like to put my stops in an FEG, and this is where this goes off. Now, chances of me putting the after suffering a loss is low. And I was observing this guy actually, because I believe I made money here. But then they were like, no. Yeah, somewhere this long was up, and then I lost somewhere here because I was trying to catch the market, and I had to trade my way massively. I lost it somewhere here, all this, and I observed because I was trying to use this, this, and I was like, okay, we tested it 1, 2, 3 times or more. I didn't like the fact that we're above the daily high because Asia does run up. Why do I felt I just had that nasty feeling that they could take this away, but my addiction and my need to be right for some reasons just overshadowed that. So it was really truly embarrassing to do. But so there is this, and I was observing this. I remember that I was observing this. I was paying attention to this, but like I said, low probability data it was not just worth your stress. On this one, I saw this, I went in quickly. Yeah, why? Because of this, and I was like, let's just use quant method. But according to the rules, no, this would not be valid. Maybe even this would not be. so we have lost, but we are looking for longs. So this was nice. This maybe after this loss, now you're putting your stop up. But it's 5 points, Anything maybe 10 points you have saved us. The eye of this spoiled will have gotten here on this week. So this would have been how I'll have played it. And I'll be targeting this. And actually, this was the trade that lost here, rejected here again. I started selling. Then this one that bought me, lost me money, and I was in drawdown for the day. So that was it. It was a good setup, can't lie. And that was that for this hour. And now when you're seeing on the same 1 minute, that means it's range bound. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. I mean, according to William Fall. But yeah, what was I supposed to do? Nothing. And that was what odd most. Because I was like, of course, I was tracking this to see the previous high. But why? Up, I premium discount. Let it show its hands. After this, did it present any setup? No. Then let it present a setup. So there's nothing here. When it came down here, where did it come to? It came back to this OB. And I was observing it. And this was 8 o'clock. And it went up. And nothing. You're not supposed to do anything. And here, now, is a type 1. It's an OB. Do nothing. This was why I said I got the alert. We are definitely below this. Market is selling now, which is good. But let's just stop this for a minute before we see what is happening. And so when this opened down in this, so this was, I was observing this. I was like, okay, depending on what will I trade. So we've come down. We missed this M1 when called, but on the 5 minutes, it traded directly into it. And I was like, I forgot to draw it out. That already tapped it, and I was like, that reaction on that level feels sensitive. And then I came and I was like, oh, okay. There was an M5 there. Okay, what's the next thing? Okay, we started into an M5. On the M1, give me a CST. I was like, oh, what's the next CST? This big candle. Of course, some people will split it into half. I don't do that, or I don't like doing that again and buy this. That's very valid. Maybe if I had done that again, I might have gotten something out more. And I was like, okay, give me an ACST and I'll buy. Why? Type 1. I was like, okay, type 1. I don't like the package here, but type 1. These two type 1s. So this guy and this guy have the same hobby. So I was like, okay, give me a CST, and my plan was to give me a CST, but since we're very close to market open, even though today was already, give me a CST, but show me your hand. If you give me a CST and you go up, then I would buy. Because get that first 1 minute play out, then I'll buy out. That one first minute digs deep into discount, then I buy. So that my stop is not too much. And then this happened, and I bought this, and I think I bought this up because I know I took maybe, I think it was 5 points. That was how small it is, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not what we are doing. It's like there are rules to this game. Just because I wanted this, when I'm buying him deep, I'm buying him premium, because of course maybe I know direction based on my analysis, but I'm only trying to make up for my losses, which I've stupidly done. And then I just closed it. I just accepted that. I was like, no, I'm not going to just chase price. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, why didn't I chase price? Considering also on the 5 minutes, there you go. And then on the 5 minutes, I had drawn this out, I haven't missed that down here. And then I drew this, I was like, oh my God, we are tapping into this 5 minutes. But then I was like, all right, how do we do this? And then I sold here, plan style. So this key level, okay, sell. Yeah. And I was like, stop there. I wanted to target all of this, right? But then price just kept ranging. But what was also the thing that bothered me, I'll delete this. Yeah, this is the first time almost today that we were closing above the MEH with an OB. I was like, okay, so with an FEG, and I was like, all right, we need a a type 2, and we're going up, a type 2, and we're going up. Additionally, these expansions, these two expansion, they had an OB here. So I drew this out. I was like, all right, this is the game. But since I was in drawdown and I shouldn't be trading, and I was feeling really bad that I was trading, I was like, I think I closed this somewhere. Yeah, this drawdown was just stressing me out because I was like, I don't want to suffer. And this is the thing, once you have this big move, everybody wants to short. I was feeling 10 market will run, take you out, and then dump and do its job. And I didn't like the fact that this was above me. I didn't want to extend my stop to 20 points today because this is slow. This is a lot. 20 points today, as you know, something like this. This is the second biggest. 47. This is the second biggest. The last one was 27. Expansion. So what did I do? After this was just okay. I think I closed it here. And then I was close to break even, and I was like, all right, we're waiting for a type 2, but no type 2 showed up, and I said, okay, we had the CST here. All right, then we had this a bullish CST, and then we had instantly it was engulfed. This happened also. I was confused. Like, wait, but this is a type 2. If type 2 is a continuation and we're back in, maybe okay, I'm going to sell this trust and quants level. So I sold this. Like, I'm going to sell this until, but with minimum size. Don't close above here. Stop was very tight, and okay, I'm going to exit here, quant style, for 8 points. I will exit the position. Actually, it was here. Started after this, and it was inside here. I think I sold here and I sold here. I was like, okay, I would exit here. Then this, believe me, this felt like forever. But that's also because I was in drawdown and I had been in this one before. And then it came and then I moved this lower entry. I think I moved it to B. It took me out and I was like, oh my God. Because if both entries, if this hit, the lower entry was here for 6, and then the last one was to confirm this OB for this. So that will have been 21 points. And then decide if I want to enter here again. And I wanted it to be rules based. Okay, I've seen a type 2. I felt confident until what? What would be my, when will I close this trade? Don't confirm any type 1 or type 2 because closing above here means we want to go up sometimes in the future. Today, or maybe today is different because there is something we should come back here. Oh, because I'm in a replay mode, so it's not going to set alert. It's going to alert and price still dropping. So this one, but okay, you couldn't use this. I was like, all right, this was the expansions that was there. This OB. So this, my validation is 1, do not confirm any type 1. 2, do not close, I believe, above this guy. And I wanted this. And when this opened, I believe I moved to stop here. But then we're failing, we're ranging here. I believe maybe we came back here and I was like, maybe somewhere here, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this again. I shouldn't be really being this. Take the loss, take the day. I deleted the account because if it's in, I'll convince myself otherwise. And this was why I had an alert for this, actually, for this, yeah. And I believe we got there now. That's why we had this alert. Okay. So we're closing again, but we're not closing the FEG, so price may go down, price may come up, but I will still put an alert here saying that this. Oh no, it's not important. This is not a D line. I hope someone caught that. So where did I close my chart? If I came to just to this, I was like, finally, of course, we didn't confirm. This was the first time we added T2. I was like, okay, T2, maybe we want to go high, maybe we want to go down. who cares? It's like, okay. But I'd closed I think I closed somewhere here. So if you see the management, the terrible one. But even with a day like this, and just following the rules and keeping it simple, maybe you'll not be in this trade. Maybe you'll be in this one because you trusted the types, but maybe you will not because price confirmed two buyer didn't come up. So you'll be unlike Erica, who will definitely be waiting for this to go well. But who knows? Maybe there was other things because, like I said, on the 5 minutes we saw that the 5 minutes extended into this, so he was satisfied with all this failure. And then on the 5 minute there have been this second close, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to sell it. Who knows? So the second close down it also is this confirmation of this type 2 for continuation. So the confirmation of the type 2 was on 8:45, and if we go to the 5 minutes, we had at 8:45 we had the CST again. We close below the bar of this. I don't think no, it was nearly. So maybe you were like, okay, you're going to take this, but even if we remove this, the only loss again we suffered was here. So this is 5 points. We had 12-point loss here, 17 points. This covers everything, and you have all this previously. So for a day like this, I managed it where this is 29. This is 10, that's 39, let's just say 40. This is 52 points. This is 8, so that is 60 points, yeah. And you got greedier, you got crazy. You were down 12 points, you made it all back, 17 points, even with this, and then you made it all back there. So 60 points for a day like this. Great. So and it's so slow, it's so annoying. So it's like, why am I in this? And I managed to make this also very long. So yeah. And while we're looking for a type 2, so I shouldn't even bother with the type 2 because we didn't touch the D level, but I was trying to use this as a D level. So we didn't. So it was close below. No. All right. Thank you so much.